Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today on the Community Ledger. Again, my name is Andrea Banu, and I want to jump right into this video because it looks like there has been a very heated conversation between Trump as well as J.D. Vance, and President Zelensky from Ukraine is here in America. He is meeting with them today in the Oval Office, and things have gotten very heated. And so I want to jump right in so we can see what's happening and what this argument was all about. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, just good day, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have not already, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I most certainly appreciate it. So now we have got to get into this exchange between President Zelensky and President Trump. So it looks like it was supposed to be a peaceful conversation, but things went left very quickly. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let me just go ahead and get up here. Let's go ahead and upload this. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see what is going on. Come on, computer. Don't do me like that. Oh, I forgot. I'm over here. Perfect. Sorry. Come on, computer. I'm trying to rush.
For 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the president of the United States' words mattered more than the president of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people are been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems? bringing people into your military?
We have
And do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not
You
have
gotta-
war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're
I'm
doing.
not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
Mm.
We're going to feel very
You will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You don't
was-
have the cards right now.
Mm.
With us, you start
I'm
having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you think
You're
about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm-
That's
with
back
all
to
respect to
you.
your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
I'm very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Wow.
entire
Even
meeting, have
today.
you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of
What are you
America
speaking about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Wow.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
allowed.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course,
It's
yes.
going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I
Except-
said a lot of
except
times,
that there-
thank you
except
to
that-
American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're
But
wrong.
you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I
over
understand,
there.
sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long.
Mm.
You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there.
I'm-
Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers. Listen,
Please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look,
Wow.
if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
Right.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a
But I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
Doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what.
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins.
Mm.
You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards.
Mm.
But without us, you don't have any cards.
Wow. Wow.
You
Wow.
know
Wow.
how
Wow. Wow. That was intense. I was not even prepared for that. This is my first time even seeing this. That is very interesting. As you know, Trump has been desperately trying, well, I won't say desperate. He's definitely been adamant about a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia. And it appears that Zelensky is not on board, which is crazy. And, they have been alluding, and when I say they, I will say the news media outlets and social media, that the reason he doesn't really want this ceasefire is because he has been feeding on American tax dollars this entire time. We obviously, we have been sending billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine. And so this war is quite lucrative for Zelensky. Okay. And so not only does Trump want to end the war because he is not pro war, he does not want to continue to see people displaced or killed, but he also doesn't want to have to keep funding this war in Ukraine. And so he's like, listen, we got to figure this out and we got to put an end to this. And Zelensky's like, no, you got to keep sending money so we can keep fighting. No, this is madness. Like, I cannot even believe that I'm seeing this and that this was live at a press conference, that they were literally going back and forth. And Zelensky's talking about you have the luxury of an ocean between you, but you will see. Is that a threat? Like, hold on a minute now. So is he insinuating that if we don't continue to fund this war and support Ukraine, there's going to be some level of retribution? I pray that that's not what he's saying. I'm hoping he's not saying that, and that, emotions are high, because the last thing Ukraine wants is for the ally of America to pull out, him to not have any funding to continue to defend himself or any sort of protection from the U.S. That's the last thing he needs. So I'm on J.D. Vance's side. There should be a little bit of humility and thankfulness with regards to what America has contributed, because that's not just like a presidential slush fund. Those are American taxpaying dollars that are being sent abroad to aid in this Ukraine and Russian war. So this was very interesting. I have never seen anything this passionate with regards to a president and a foreign leader in front of a journalist in the manner in which we just saw. So please get into the comments. Please tell me your opinions. Please tell me if I'm wrong, if he was insinuating that there could be some retribution, or even if there's something that I'm not seeing with regards to why he does not want this ceasefire. Of course, Zelensky said he wants a ceasefire with contingencies. He doesn't want to just, surrender and then I guess they lose territory and they lose whatever to whatever Putin has desire, or whatever Putin wants from Ukraine. Of course, he wants to surrender in a place to where Ukraine can still stand on their own 2 feet and not lose parts of their territory. But at the same time, I mean, Ukraine has been at war for a long time, and it has been incredibly costly, not only financially, but for a lot of lives. There's been a lot of devastation, a lot of displaced people. So for someone in a country to not want this to end by any means necessary is very interesting. But please, 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 if you have not already, jump in those comments, because I want to continue this conversation going. I want to read, to get your opinions. Please, like I said, if I got it wrong, check me, let me know, because this is very interesting to see this back and forth between J.D. Vance, Trump, and President Zelensky. So again, if you have not, please do subscribe so you will be notified anytime I send anytime I load new videos. And we're going to continue in it. I'm going to load some more today because I got a lot of stories to come to bring to you. Oh my goodness, Fauci has just been dragged to the carpet. Rand Paul and Fauci have never gotten along. And so Congress is now starting to drag Fauci. Doge has removed funding to a museum that was supposed to be erected in his honor. There is a lot going on. The mayor from Chicago is about to sit in front of Congress. Tiffany Henyard out in Dalton has just lost her election. It is so much going on in politics right now. I cannot wait to continue to get in it. So please, again, push that bell notification, subscribe, and until next time, this is the Community Ledger. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and watch the next video by clicking right here.